So what is going on, guys? Box here, and welcome back to some more MotoGP 21 career mode. And this is the start of season number 3, and we've made it to the GP class as Moto3 champion, Moto2 champion, and now we're in MotoGP with the LCR Castrol Honda team. So get very excited to get into the GP class on a very solid bike with a very solid teammate in the form of Alex Marquez. So we're going to see how we get on. It's going to be tricky, and we've got to develop the bike. As you can see here, we've got now all 4 departments available to us. So we've got resource points coming in, and we should be able to improve some of these parts relatively quickly. So we're going to skip on along, get the resource points flowing, and then we've got winter testing, so that will be interesting to see how we get on at winter testing. We need to upgrade the frames, so let's get in and do that. We'll get our frame staff on that only, and I can start to move stuff around if we need to speed up development on certain areas, and in fact I might do that now, to be honest. Interested to see if we put on these guys. No, it doesn't even reduce the time, so we're going to leave that. Just leave our frame people on it. So yeah, what else could we do? Electronics, the engine brake. Let's get the guys on the electronics onto engine brake upgrades. That's going to take 5 weeks. In terms of engine, we can't do much, and aero we can't do much either, so may as well skip on. Winter testing is next. Still nothing to do here. Staff management wise, we could sign on some new members just to increase. In fact, I'm not going to do any changes to our technical staff just yet. So let's get into winter testing then. Let's see what we can do. We can set up a junior team, but unfortunately I don't have the money yet. I don't have the reputation to do that. We're not far off, but I'll probably leave it this season, build up some cash. Season 2 we may set up a junior team, but let's see what we can do then for the LCR Honda team. So winter testing then, let's see. We didn't do this in Moto2 or Moto3. It comes in at MotoGP, you can do winter testing. So pack 1 sounds interesting, increased power and better reactivity. And then pack 2 I'm not interested in. Pack 3 though, in the middle for consumption and power, but all the way for reactivity. So let's go out on pack 1 and see what we can do. I might just skip on a little bit, let some people set some times, and then we'll see what our times are going to be like. I haven't rode a MotoGP bike on this game in a while. You can see I found a new helmet and number set. The number 32 we're going to be rocking, and yeah, it looks very good if you ask me. I like the helmet, so that's what this community stuff's about, isn't it? Finding other people's creations for the uncreative folk like me. Not very creative, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So then, the time to beat is a 2:02. We're definitely going to have to build up to that time. Just take things cautiously, because these bikes can be a bit of a handful on this game, so just going to have to take it easy. Looking after the tyres is a hard thing, I've found. So let's see how moving to MotoGP, whether it makes it any easier. It probably won't, as you can see already out wide there. The brakes just aren't as powerful on these GP bikes as they used to be in MotoGP 20. I'm going to turn traction control to 4 at the minute, because the rear tyre spinning like a crazy thing at the minute, and I don't want to. Don't know, we're going to have to build up to it is what I'm trying to say. And I think I'm only going to do 1 race an episode and do longer races, slightly longer races, and we'll do practice sessions, quali sessions, rather than doing back-to-back races and not actually learning the circuits. As you can see, the brakes are diabolical. I should probably check what front brake I've got on. I didn't do that. I just sort of came out, but I'll do a sight a lap, and then we'll head back in, and we'll put on some different tyres. Not tyres, brakes. Check the brakes. We will put on fresh tyres though. So this lap's been a little bit better. It's not been brilliant. We're now just 1.7 seconds off of Quartararo. And look at that stopping into turn number 1. Crazy, crazy bike control there. More a fluke, but let's return to the pit. And I'm not convinced about the front tyre, the front brake. I mean, I reckon I had the wrong brake in. Yeah, we did. It just wasn't stopping. I know the brakes aren't as good on this game, but still felt like it wasn't stopping. But the tyres don't last either. Gonna go hard front and hard rear. They're the ones you want. I'm gonna take some fuel out as well. Do some lower fuel runs, just to get an idea. It's going to be more about understanding the bike than the development packs, to be honest. It's a big jump up in MotoGP on this game compared to MotoGP 20. So yeah, we're just gonna have to build on it slowly, and hopefully we can get ourselves a decent race weekend out at Qatar for round number 1. But let's see how we go. We got off a teammate ahead actually. That's interesting. We'll see if we can follow him. I'm going to turn the anti-wheelie down a little bit as well. Going to leave the engine brake as it is. Whoa, look at that stopping. Get it all slowed down. And I'm going to build up to taking traction control down to setting 3. Be interested to see what pace our teammate has at the minute actually. What position he's in. He's in P12. So we're quite far off of that as we're getting on the curb there. That will cost us time. But let's see, if we can stick with him, that'd be good. It's going to be a big ask. Struggling for front end grip a little bit. Just not biting through the corners. We'll probably do something in the setup to change that. But all out of shape coming to turn number 4 there. Man, we're going to need all 120 minutes of this winter testing. We need to get some mileage on this bike before we get into the racing. I don't want to be on the back foot because of bike control. That's better. Just half a second off in that second sector. Much, much better. That wasn't better though. That'll cost us time and I can't even get back on the circuit. Okay, not a brilliant lap that time round. But we did make a mistake, didn't we? I got Bagnaia right behind me. Putting on the pressure. Maybe we should let him go and follow him for a bit, see if we can stick with him. But let's see if we can hook together a decent lap, because already with the new brakes it feels a lot better. So I think we can hook up a decent lap, which is going to be at least half a second quicker than our current lap time. But just going to have to stick with it. There's Bagnaia behind on the factory Duke. Again, turn 4 proving tricky on the brakes. This time we just about pull it together. We actually went fastest through the first sector. I don't believe that. That's crazy. Around turn 5. We're up on our personal best. Morbidelli's the man currently fastest in this session. Just a tenth and a bit off through that second sector. Bagnaia is still with us. Oh, we are half a second off in that third sector though, as Bagnaia comes flying across our front end. But we are going to pick up a bit of slipstream on him, which will help with this lap. Whoa, and the brakes just snapping. Crazy, crazy front brakes on this game. It's been alright in the Moto 3 and Moto 2, but I'm going to need to box on this lap. We've lost a lot of time that we gained. But we head in front of Savadori. It's a shame we're going to have to refuel, because it would have been good to sit in behind Francesco Bagnaia. So I can turn the fuel down and see if we can go with him on fuel mode 1. But it's the third sector where we're losing time. See, even that first sector is absolutely fine. Let's just grip through that third sector. If he's on a decent lap and we can stick with him, then that'll be alright. Just don't want to run out of fuel. Flicking the bike through turn 5 and 6. See, we lose time through there a little bit. Oh, turn 7, it's the rear end. There's a few corners which keep catching me out. Turn 4, turn 7. Yeah, so we've lost touch with him now. That's decent on the brakes though. Into 9. He might make this lap. Come on. Oh, nope. Down we go. Let's get back in the pit. We were going to run out of fuel anyway on that run, so we're back in. I'm going to bolt on some more tyres. I may change the pack, actually. I'm going to leave the brakes. They feel alright. Fresh tyres. I'm going to put on some more fuel. Development packs. I could change the pack, but I like the power. I like the power, to be honest, so I'm going to go out again until I know that, you know, I'm setting consistent pace, and then I know I can try out a pack and it will be the pack that makes a difference rather than me getting used to this bike. That's the difficult thing at the minute, so any mid-season testing would be good at the minute, but until we get to the point where we're used to the bike, we're 1.6 off of the guy in front, which is Morbidelli. He leads, and we are 13 thousandths off of Savadori at the minute. Here you go. This is a good person to follow, or not. Alex Marquez. Let's let him get in front, and I'm gonna follow him, I think. No, I'm not. Oh, what? I am going to let him follow because I ran deep. Salvadori's hit the deck. I'm not going to let him through. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Right, this is good. Well, Alex Marquez P18, so that's encouraging that, you know, our bike's struggling. But I am struggling, so let's sit in behind on this opening sort of sighting lap. I've got the engine mode right down. And we're just going to go with. So Alex Marquez has decided to box, so waiting around for absolutely no reason, but let's go. Let's hit the ground running, see if we can get ourselves a decent lap. I might use a bit of power mode 3 down some of the straights just to help us along a little bit. But let's see what we can pump in on this lap. So we've improved on this lap. It's just the third sector that's an absolute killer. I can't find where I'm losing the time. I'm pretty much bang on. Fastest through the first, pretty good through the second, and third we lose about a second. That's where we're losing the time. But we can't even improve on this lap. Let's see, 3/10 quickest in the first sector. Get it all sort of hooked up on the brakes. A little bit messy in the braking zone. A little bit wide on exit, but pretty decent run through here. This corner is okay. Flick it into second, mid corner, just to get the front end to bite. Flick it through to 6. Spot your exit point and on the power nice and early. We're going quicker on this lap. Then we're 4/10 under in this second sector. I run wide at turn 8. That costs us a few tenths. Just don't know where it is now where we lose the time. I could do with trying to follow someone if possible. Into 9 deep. That's where we lose time as well. Now round here at turn 10. It's okay. Into 11. Accelerate out. This corner here, turn 12, is an absolute killer for me. Used to be alright on MotoGP 20, but I just can't hook it up now at turn 12. And then see, exit, third sector, almost a second up, wide through 14. And then the end of the straight is okay. But yeah, that third sector, I don't know how we're losing so much time. Saying that, Alex Marquez is going fastest in the first sector. It's all about grip, which we don't seem to have, but we're closing down on Savadori here. See if we can go for one more lap on this stint. 0.6 improvement though. It's going to shoot us up to P21. It's a very tight grid. Let's leave it in power mode 3. Use up the rest of this fuel. So running it deep into turn 1. Get out of the way, Savadori. Side by side with Savadori. Right then, we're coming back in from that run. Now, let's take a look at our personal times, shall we? Just to see what's going on. So after 7 laps, our ideal lap should be a 2-minute .1. Is that based on our sectors? No. It's based on our first sectors. Yeah, it is based on our sectors. So if I hook up a perfect lap, I'll get a 2-minute .1. We lose a lot of time. Here, you see, I've lost 0.7 on that best lap. Lap number 7. Compared to our best lap number 5. So, do we try out a different development pack? The only one that's going to make a difference to the frame is less power, but I don't want less power. I could try tweak the setup. Or I can just keep practicing. Just keep practicing, I think, is the answer. But that third sector is the one we need to focus on. Where's the live session? What sort of time? See, if we hook up our ideal lap, we'll be near the front. But of course, this is only winter testing. How far off? 2-minute .5 is Alex Marquez. We need to find half a second. There's half a second in this bike. I'm not expecting to get into the top 10 and things like that, but you know, we want to build on this. I'm going to go out again, and then we've got some clear air. We can just pump in some laps. Be interested to see if anyone breaks into the 1-minute 59s. Morbidelli's close. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be a Yamaha, isn't it? So, but our first sector is very good. We have the best first sector consistently lap after lap compared to the AI, and sometimes we can even get faster second sector. It's that third sector which is costing us time. Look at that, 0.4 quicker than anyone else through the first sector. Decent at turn 4 though. We've run wide on exit. Not what we need. Round turn 5, like I say, drop it to second gear mid corner just to get the front end to grip. Flick it now into 6, find the power nice and early. Through 7 now, 3.5 quicker than anyone else through the second sector. Unless these timings are wrong, I don't know, but let's see. Focus for the third sector. Brake nice and early, we can hook up a perfect line. Just about perfect. Oh, wide at 11. That was good. I'm going to put it into power mode 3 to compensate for that if we can. Come on. 0.3 off now. Hold a tight line around turn 12. Just struggle for traction at that final corner, but head for the line. 2-minute .7, that's a better lap time, not brilliant. The final corner actually cost me time. Spun up the rear tyre like a crazy man. Oh, a little bit shaky from turn 2, that's going to cost us at the start of this lap. Don't usually make mistakes through turn 2. Still quicker than anyone else. Oh, that is horrible. Hooking up a horrible turn 4. Let's turn things down. Let's reset and go for one more lap after this. Okay, let's reset, go for one more lap, see if we can break into the top 15. Okay, that last lap didn't go too well. I'm going to go for a low fuel run. Medium front and rear, I think. Almost like a quali sim, just to see what we can do. Take out the fuel. just see what we can do here. Low fuel run, quali sim sort of style conditions for our last lap here in winter testing. And then next episode we will be getting into the opening round of this season. I've spent a good 40 minutes just riding around this track doing laps. So let's get into things here. This time we go fastest in the third sector. If we can follow it through, I think that was a pretty poor final corner of the sector. Half a second underneath of our time. There's medium tyres, we might just pull it off. Huge stoppies from this bike into the final corner, but we get it all hooked up. Just got to hook up our exit nicely. Oh, the bike doesn't like power mode 3 out the final corner, but run for the line. Oh, we break into the 59s. We've only gone and done it. Break into the 59s. Huge stoppie there. Fantastic stuff. I didn't expect to hook that one up at the end. Really didn't expect to hook it up. Not one bit. Okay. Finish the test. That's going to be us done. And we did we end up fastest overall? I think we might have, but there we go. Lap number 10 was the best lap. We hooked up that final sector. Still wasn't brilliant, but yeah, the final sector was a good one. So yeah, overall, very good. We're going to go development pack 1, confirm that. That's going to be what we're rolling with for this season, but there you go. A bit of a sneak preview as to what to expect. It's going to take a lot of practice. That's why I'm going to do one race an episode. We'll do practice, qualifying, and then get into the race. So if you are looking forward to this season, do let me know down below in the comments. But for now, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys for round number 1.